All right, folks, listen to this crap from the Daily Caller. New York Times announced on Wednesday they had hired Sarah Jeong to join their editorial board. Shortly after Jeong's hire, Twitter users unearthed old tweets in which she expressed an extreme distaste for white people. Quote, dumbass blanking white people marking up the internet with their opinions like dogs pissing on fire hydrants, unquote, she tweeted in 2016. The New York Times had previously fired Quinn Norton after learning she had tweeted derogatory terms about black and gay people. Now, the whole stink hit the fan, and here's what the New York Times says. There's her statement. I'm quoting. We hired Sarah Jeong because of the exceptional work she's done covering the internet and technology at a range of respected publications. Her journalism and the fact that she's a young Asian woman have made her a subject of frequent online harassment. For a period of time, she responded to that harassment by imitating the rhetoric of her harassers. She sees now this approach only served to feed the vitriol that we too often see on social media. She regrets it, and the Times does not condone it. We had candid conversations with Sarah as part of a thorough vetting process, which included a review of her social media history. She understands that this type of rhetoric is not acceptable at the Times, and we're confident she'll be an important voice for the editorial board moving forward, unquote. In other words, feel free to say all the racist things you want. Racism is fine. Racially charged statements are good. Not a problem with racism at all at the New York Times, as long as it's pointed at white people. If you were to say anything even slightly, minutely, vaguely racist about, let's go through the list, African Americans, Asians, Latinos, gays, transgender, Martians, people from... you would be out on your ear. But since it's only racial slurs aimed at white people, well, that's okay. Because the New York Times is one of the voices, one of the dying voices, I should tell you, one of the voices, nonetheless, of the liberal left. And the liberal left, you can say any disgusting thing about white folks you can think of. In fact, even better if it's a white man. Double standard. I expect nothing better from the New York Times, which I guess could be used if you run out of toilet paper. But besides that, I don't see any reason to read it. A long time ago, it was a really good newspaper. Now it's become a left-leaning scandal sheet that's good for lining bird cages, but that's about it. And the fact that they're only too happy to embrace an Asian woman, because being an Asian woman is really what counts with the New York Times. Well, not on Earth it doesn't. This is Riell Truth. I'm Howard Riell. I'll be right back.
Driving a vehicle with no damage or storms, tired of waiting months to get your vehicle repaired, didn't it specialize with its painless dent and nail repair? And unlike traditional body shops, dent can get your vehicle back to you in days. Insurance approved top quality repairs with lifetime warranty. Call today for your immediate appointment. 970-541-0679. That's 970-541-0679, or look us up at denvisionps.com.
Grandpa's Pawn and Gun, serving Longmont and the Front Range of Colorado since 1994. We specialize in guns and currently have over 400 guns for sale. We also buy, sell, pawn, and trade for gold, silver, musical instruments, knives, archery equipment, quads, side-by-side, coins, and a lot more. We buy gun collections and do appraisals, which is smart for insurance purposes should a claim arise. We are, according to ATF, Colorado's second highest volume gun dealer, and because we have a lot lower overheads than the big box stores, we can beat the big box stores by as much as $100 per gun. And we have the lowest interest rates in northern Colorado, half of what the corporate stores charge when you're doing a loan. Come and see us at Grandpa's Pawn and Gun. If you love guns, if you love gold, come and see us. Check us out on the web, www.grandpaspawn.com.
My friends, mark your calendars. 3 weeks from today will be our 10-year anniversary show. I am looking forward to it. You should too. If you've been a listener of mine, you should call in on that day. Call in anytime, of course. But call in and let me hear from you. Let's do some news. Item from the Daily Caller. Young Democratic Socialists of America, YDSA, says it currently has 57 registered chapters on college campuses, according to Democratic Socialists of America program associate Lawrence Dreyfus, up from only 15 in 2016. YDSA has experienced a 280% increase in the number of clubs over the past 2 years, unquote. My friends, save your money on tuition. If you're planning on sending your kids to a school and you have not checked out in advance to see that the school is not going to turn them into liberal nitwit zombies, then don't send them, because this is what you'll be getting for your tens of thousands of dollars a year. Socialism is a failed economic system that has never worked. In fact, it's only produced despair and poverty. I reference Venezuela among other socialist countries. And this is what college kids today are being told, that socialism is a panacea. Socialism is disaster. Item from studyfinds.org. Dateline, University Park, Pennsylvania. Employees taking days off to handle their mental health problems are costing the U.S. economy billions of dollars in income growth, and that's expected to continue, according to a new study. Researchers at Penn State University used economic and demographic data from between 2008 and 2014 to calculate that a single extra mental health day in a month was associated with a 1.84% drop in the per capita income growth rate. That translates to $53 billion lost nationwide, unquote. My friends, I don't know, maybe I'm made of sterner stuff, but all those years that I was schlepping on the subways back and forth to Manhattan working, I never got any mental health days off, and somehow I managed to survive. The idea that people need and should get mental health days is another symptom of the nitwit liberal left, and it goes hand in glove with the snowflakes on campuses who need comfort pets and hot cocoa and safe spaces and warnings. And it is a sign that we're going in the very, very wrong direction in this country. Americans used to be tough and able to handle anything. Where the hell did those people go? Item from the Mirror. A beer made from the vaginal lactic acid of hot underwear models has gone on sale in Poland. The vagina beer has been launched by a brewery known as the Order of Yoni from the Polish capital city of Warsaw, unquote. My friends, I was debating which punchline to go with this item. You know what? I'm not going to go with any of them. Don't need to. Item from Breitbart. The ICE Immigration Enforcement Agency must be abolished and prosecuted, says the far-left progressive running for Attorney General of New York State. Quote, ICE has to be abolished, and I say that as somebody who's running for one of the top law enforcement jobs in the country, said Zephyr Teachout, a law professor and ally of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the Democratic candidate for a House seat in New York who jump-started the Abolish ICE campaign, unquote. My friends, you know, after a while I just get sick of saying, and you probably get sick of hearing, how crazy the left is. But let's say we abolish ICE. That means that we have far fewer officers patrolling those who come illegally over our border. It means crime will go up, and horrifying crime. This is not white-collar crime. This is bloody crime. And one other thing. It was bad enough when liberals were stupid and crazy enough to say ICE should be abolished. Now they're even stupider and crazier and saying, no, not just abolish, it should be prosecuted. For what should ICE be prosecuted? Why, for following the law. That's liberal logic. Item from Breitbart. A group of San Francisco residents are calling for illegal aliens to have the same voting rights as American citizens, according to a video released Wednesday. Prager University's Will Witt interviewed a few residents on the streets of San Francisco to say if they think illegal aliens should vote, and those interviews agreed that they should, unquote. My friends, it's the same liberal logic. ICE should be prosecuted for following the law, and people who are not Americans should be allowed to vote in American elections. If you're a liberal, first of all, I pity you. Second of all, this represents clear thinking in your mind, if I can use that phrase. Why should we discriminate against people? Illegal aliens who are here are not American citizens. Well, we've got a whole planet full of 7 billion plus non-American citizens. Why shouldn't they be allowed to vote in our elections? They could send write-in ballots. Wait, wait. I predict in the months and maybe years to come, we will see liberal nitwits out there saying that everyone on planet Earth should be allowed to vote in American elections. Don't believe it? Wait. Item. The Trump administration cut off about $10 billion in Russian arms transfers in just a few months' time as part of its efforts to challenge Russia, according to Christopher Ford, Assistant Secretary of State and head of the Bureau of International Security and Nonproliferation. Unquote. My friends, another item that makes perfect sense. Obviously, Donald Trump is a puppet and a lapdog for Vladimir Putin, does whatever Vladimir Putin wants. You know, except when he's cutting off $10 billion in arms transfers. And, of course, except when he's trying to take Russia's business selling selling petrol and natural gas to Germany, which would cripple the Russian economy. Donald Trump is doing more to hurt Russia than any president until now since the Cold War. But, of course, he's Vladimir Putin's lapdog. Just ask any liberal. Item. More and more migrants have been surging across the border into Bosnia in recent months, hoping to cross into the European Union via Croatia. The influx may be fueling prior tensions between ethnic and religious groups in the country. The Bosnian town of Bihać and the nearby village of Izakik have become a hub for newly arriving migrants, with an estimated 4,000 currently living in the town that boasts a population of only 60,000, Liberation reports. Around 50 migrants arrive in the area every day, according to reports and NGOs. Others say they're not fully equipped to deal with the numbers and the tensions arising among the migrants, unquote. My friends, empty the sewer lines into your local reservoir and see how good that is. That's what's happening with third world migrants in Europe. We'll be back.
And of his fullness we have all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 15.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution.
Elizabeth Walker and Elizabeth reminds our listeners that the drug problem is well done. We know our kids will be approached at her age. We want to applaud the youngsters in our community who have said no to drugs. They provide examples to their peers and families to be the best they can be. That's from Elizabeth Walker plant located at 366 Grand Street in November, serving our area 1943 and specializing in naturalized HD and all 303-688-2240.
Total concrete services, all non-classic. The men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Salute those who serve today. This reminder from Total Concrete Services at 4462 Hilltop Road in Hong, proud to serve the entire area and to work on behalf of our future. More information, call 970-535-4780.
All right, guys, welcome back to Riell Truth. Remember, 2 weeks from today, my 10th anniversary show, Be Here or Be Square. Now, yesterday, President Trump met in the White House with pastors from inner cities across the country to listen and to talk. Let's hear exactly what they had to say. Here it is. Well, hang on a second, my friends. I don't understand. Something's wrong here. I mean, we know Donald Trump is a horrible racist, right? He hates blacks, he hates Hispanics, hates Asians, hates gays, hates women. You name them, he hates them. But here are all these African-American pastors acknowledging and thanking the president for all the things he's done for African-Americans in less than 2 years. How come these people don't think he's racist? Where'd all the racism go? All I hear in the media these days is Trump is racist. So where is it? I'll tell you where it is. Trump's racism, his hate for anyone who's not white, exists only in the minds of the left. Only in the minds of Democrats whose asses he has kicked and continues to kick, and the major media, which is a part of the Democrat Party, and by the way, whose asses he continues to kick. Racism in the Trump administration is a sick fever dream that people on the left have. They wish it were so, but it's not so. My friends, the truth doesn't make for good headlines, but here it is. Donald Trump is not the least bit racist. He is working for the betterment and the prosperity and the safety of every single American. You won't hear that in the major media, will you? We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Phillips, founder of the Green Earth.
How many times have you gone into a health food store and are confused as to the many different brands and prices of the same herbal supplements? You want to buy the cheapest, but you're afraid that the quality is less, so you buy the most expensive. Truth is, the cheapest may be better. Green Herb herbal supplements are all manufactured in our Wheat Ridge, Colorado plant at 4565 Kiffin Street, using the highest quality herbs that we source from all over the world. Our 150 different herbal supplements are the most safest in America. Our guarantee is your money back for the time limit. Just return the bottle empty or full, no questions asked. So when you come to our new location, look for our new name to get this help, or call us at 888-765-HERB. That's 888-765-4372.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit, whether they are God, because many false prophets have gone into the void. By this will know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is of God, and every spirit that does not confess that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have already heard was coming, and is now already in the world for God.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. This is the American News Network.
Chaplain Collins LLC salutes our emergency first responders for their professional commitment to free. They're willing to put their lives on the line for us, so they're no thanks. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the sacrifice they made for our freedom. This message is from Chaplain Collins LLC, with 2 locations in Denver and Fort Collins, serving the community for over 13 years. Visit them online at chapelcollins.com.
If catastrophe struck your family, be prepared. Are you confident you wouldn't react in a panic? Is there one place to get all of your emergency supplies? Bear Survival encourages you to have confidence through preparation, not panic through crisis. Bear Survival, located at 3366 South Broadway, is a professional, reputable, full-service business providing quality, realistic preparedness supplies at an affordable price. Go online, stop by, or call 303-781-0343. Bear Survival.
All right, folks, welcome back to Riell Truth. How horrifying would it be for America if the Democrats won the House in November? Well, it would be pretty damn horrifying. Here's Laura Ingraham asking Newt Gingrich to describe exactly how bad it would be for you and for me.
Newt Gingrich is joining us now, of course, running for Speaker of the House. Vengeance and understanding Trump. This midterm election cycle coming up, I have a lot of folks concerned because of the way the map is and the energy on the side of the resistance, specifically female challengers in urban seats. Democrat female challengers will seem quite a bit of action. Speaker Gingrich joins us now. Newt, how you doing? Good to talk to you.
It's worse than that, Mr. Speaker. If the Democrats take control of the House, they will make life miserable every single day for every single American.
Michael still just plain wrong. And it's not
The left is very excited today because Barack Obama has announced his list of candidates he's endorsing ahead of the midterm. Ocasio-Cortez is not one of them. However, he is endorsing late candidates. How important may that be to the Democrats?
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Very grateful for this administration and for you personally.
In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. He was in the world was made through him. The world did not know. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 10 through 13. The American Freedom Network is not funded or supported by special interest groups or government programs. The American Freedom Network is not sponsored by advertisers demanding content or programming control. The American Freedom Network is solely funded by you, the listener. To help keep the American Freedom Network on the air by purchasing one of our sponsored fine products or by calling 1-800-205-6245 to make a donation. The American Freedom Network needs your help. American Window Tinting Incorporated in Fragtown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for a would-be abductor. Please make every effort to keep track of your belongings at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Incorporated in Fragtown. For residential or commercial window tinting, call 303-263-4228.
All right, guys, welcome back to Riell Truth. And just as I am approaching my 10-year anniversary doing this show, yesterday was another conservative radio talk show host's anniversary. 30 years on the air for Rush Limbaugh. Here's Sean Hannity on TV last night speaking about the 30th anniversary.
unfortunately,
My friends, America today, without Rush Limbaugh having been on the air, would be in a sorry, sorry state. I'll talk more about it when we come back. Riell Truth will continue. That I promise.
Article 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the things to be searched and the person or thing to be seized.
The Lord makes the counsel of the nations domestic. He makes the plans of the people self-manifest. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose God is the people he has chosen as his own inheritance. Psalm 33, verses 10 through 20.
Chaplain Collins LLC supports our emergency first responders with their professional information free. They're willing to put their lives on the line for us with little or no thanks. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the for our freedom. This message is from Chaplain Collins LLC, with 2 locations in Denver and Fort Collins. Serving the community for over 14 years. Visit them online at chapelcollins.com. Total Concrete Services online. The men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Salute those who serve today. This reminder from Total Concrete Services at 4462 more information, call 970-535-4780.
My friends, I played the trailer yesterday. Dinesh D'Souza's movie Death of a Nation is about to spring on the American public. It's going to be coast to coast. The more, the better. The more theaters, the better. It's something you absolutely have to go see. Take your friends, family, especially take your children. I told you that yesterday. Here's the trailer.
Lincoln was elected to unite a country and stop slavery.
My friends, Death of a Nation is in theaters tomorrow, which means in most places starting tonight. You can go to deathofanationmovie.com for all the details. It is incredibly important, and this brings us back to Rush Limbaugh, and we'll go off the air with this. Communication, media, is so much of the lifeblood of America today. It's why I decided nearly 10 years ago to do this show for free. I don't get a penny for doing it, because I wanted to get truth out there to the American people. That's what Dinesh D'Souza is doing in producing movies like this, deathofanationmovie.com. Go see it tomorrow. And it's what Rush Limbaugh has been doing for 3 decades as of yesterday. Putting the truth out there with the leftist media, starting all the way back with Walter Cronkite and Dan Rather and Huntley and Brinkley, who presented the news as more objective, certainly, than it is today, but it always had a leftward lean. It always had an establishment lean. It's only with the alternative media, conservative talk radio, and now the internet, that the Riell Truth, and that's a catchy name, the Riell Truth is getting out there. More and more Americans are realizing it, accepting it, and acting on it, which is why Trump won almost 2 years ago. Continue to use the internet to ferret out the truth. Listen to Limbaugh, listen to Hannity, listen to Fox News, and listen to Riell Truth, because there's never been a more burning need for truth to get out to the American people, because if it doesn't, we're sunk. I'll be back tomorrow with more Riell Truth, my friends. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay angry. Hasta luego.